Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I am Darian. I hope that you are having a great day. I wanted to jump into the topic of this video, protecting your dreams. So let's go ahead and get into it. I believe that most of us, if not all, have some form of dream in our heart. We have some form of something that we want to accomplish, some goal that we want to happen for us in this life. Some may have more than others, and some may be greater than others. But at the end of the day, we are all on our own journey, and we all have an idea of what would make us happy and what would make us fulfilled. That thing that we feel that we are meant to do in this life. Some people are actually dreamers. Like, it's just something in them. They just continue to dream and want to do and carry out certain visions. That is a good thing. But I have found in life, when you are somebody like that, when you are a dreamer, when you have a lot of drive to accomplish a lot of things, it's just certain visions in your heart that you want to carry out and see come to life. It requires you to protect that. It required you to learn to have some sort of hush hush in your life, okay? Everybody cannot know your dreams. Everybody cannot know your next moves. Everyone cannot know the processing of what you're doing while you're waiting on your dreams. The reality is that no matter what your dream may be, whether it's for you to be one of the top models, whether it's for you to be one of the top singers, whether it's for you to be an astronaut or a scientist, the reality is that you don't necessarily always know when that dream will be fulfilled. There are so many people who have had dreams that actually have not been able to accomplish those dreams. I may be saying this wrong, but I believe there is a saying that talks about how the graveyard is one of the richest places because it's full of so many dreams. And if you are not careful to do what you have to do to accomplish these dreams, to put that work in, to really be in alignment to what is for you, you can actually miss the mark. Or if you're not careful to keep your mouth shut in certain things and not just be so quick to spill the beans on everything, it can cause more difficulty and more problems in you actually reaching your dreams. It can cause delays. It can cause setbacks. When I first started out and embarking on certain journeys, when it came to my dreams and the things that I wanted to accomplish, for some reason, I just felt like everyone that I knew was going to support me. I just felt like because we've known each other for this long, or because we've had this history, and I'm talking about, it could be family, it could be friends. I look at people as people. No matter what the connection may be, people have a heart, and a heart can change at any moment towards you, whether it's from jealousy because you're actually pursuing your dreams, or envy because they wish they did their dream and they didn't. So now they're speaking death into your situation, or they don't want to see you do your situation because that's going to make them feel like they didn't do theirs, make them feel bad about themselves. But a lot of times we want to believe that the people that we love, the people that are closest to us, are going to support us. And it may be a case where you do have those people to support you, but there are also people who don't have that luxury or don't have those people to support them. And not necessarily because those people aren't in their lives or around, but because those people just genuinely are not capable of giving them that support, are not capable of being happy for them. But I want to talk about Joseph from the Bible. You may have heard of his story or you may not have, but I was able to extract a lot of wisdom from that story at one time in my life. And still, I believe as I continue to read over that story, so many other things can still stand out to me. But one thing that really stood out to me was that he had a dream. He knew that he was going to be somebody great. He didn't know when, And that's where it goes back to, you want to keep your mouth shut because you don't know when your dreams will manifest in the real world. You don't know how the process and how things are going to come out in the real world. You just have to keep living your life and follow these steps and your path to get into where you're going. For some people, get into their dreams may not take a super long time. For some other people, it may take them a little bit longer. It may take them on a journey because maybe they need to build resilience. Maybe they need to build more knowledge in the area. Maybe they need to discover some undercover things that will allow them to maintain their success, that maybe another person has already gone through something in life that has taught them those things. So this is also why you cannot compare your journey, because you don't know what anybody else has been through or what they will go through on their journey. You have to stay focused on your own journey. I feel like that was important to say. Hence why two people can be doing the same thing but have two completely different journeys, have two completely different paths in doing the same thing, have two completely different timelines. But at the end of the day, as long as they're fulfilled and know that they're doing what they're supposed to be doing, what does it matter the time? Okay, so let's get back to it. So Joseph finds out about this dream, super happy, going to tell everybody about the dream. But guess what? The family, the people that he went to go tell about the dream that he had, about what he saw himself as and doing in the future, they were bowing down to him in the dream. So this young child in the family of older brothers and parents going to run and tell them that he's been shown this dream and they were bowing down to him. How do you think they received that? You think they was happy for him? It's a thing called pride in his life. And when people have pride in their hearts, especially if somebody is older, it's common for somebody to be like, who do you think you are? You coming to tell me I'm finna bow down to you and I'm your parent, or I'm your older brother or sister? So when you have certain dreams, you have to use wisdom. You would think that, oh, this is his family, so they're going to be supportive. They're going to be okay with this dream. Well, let me tell you this. Depending on the reality of what your dreams may be, depending on the reality of what's going to happen in your life and where other people may be positioned in life, according to your dream, according to what you'll be doing, they may not well receive that. They may not be happy for you. They may try to sabotage your dream. They may try to stop you from getting to where you're supposed to be going. It may not be as drastic as what happened in this story, or it may be as drastic as what has happened in this story. I live my life not trying to assume that anybody wouldn't do anything. I look at everybody as they have the capability to do whatever they want, okay? And ever since I have switched to that mindset, it has been easier to not be shocked by the behaviors of people. But in all honesty, you cannot walk around assuming that everybody has a good heart. You cannot walk around assuming, no matter who they are, that everybody's gonna always have your best intentions. We are human, and humans have flaws. Humans make mistakes. Humans don't always get it right. Once he revealed this to his family, basically they were shooing him off. And guess who set him up? Guess who was trying to take him out? Guess who was trying to get rid of him? His own brothers. His own brothers. But it was the mercy of God who spared him for the wickedness of his brothers. His brothers and his parent, I'm sure, did not want him ruling over them, did not want him being greater than them, or crossing a greater threshold than they crossed in life. Most people want you to be at either the same level or below them, because it makes them feel good about their life. It makes them feel comfortable about where they are. So if you're somebody who has great dreams, you know that you're called to do something big, something great. Again, it may seem something so normal to another person, being a singer, being an artist, being this or being that. But if you know that that is what you're called to, and the people around you, even the people not around you, are not used to experiencing a certain lifestyle or certain blessings or a certain height when it comes to achieving their dreams and things like that, use wisdom in what you share. Okay, so let's fast forward a little bit. Joseph ended up being pretty much sold into slavery by his own blood. And they went back and tried to frame everything that happened to him as like a wild animal attacked him and this and that. And so what that has taught me in life, that even your own blood will come against you if they feel that that is what they need to do. If they feel that that is what they want to do in their hearts. And you cannot stop people from feeling a certain way about you. You cannot force people to love you the right way. No matter what you do, no matter how nice you are, people, if they don't have goodness in their heart towards you, they don't have goodness in their heart towards you. It's not an impossible phenomenon for family to not treat you like family. We live in a world that teaches us that, oh, our family is always good to us and so good to us. But the reality of life is that a lot of people don't necessarily have the most healthy dynamics in family. That is the real world. I do believe that there are some families that maybe they do get along, maybe they have supported each other, but in the grand scheme of the whole world, not every family has been good to their family members. So we can't assume that just because someone is related to us in a certain way, that they wouldn't do certain things. Of course, use discernment. Know what is good for you to share and maybe what you should hold on to. I'm not saying that your whole life should be one big secret, but what I am saying is you need to know who is for you and who is against you. Ask God to expose the people that truly don't have your genuine interests at heart. And I no longer live my life believing that because someone looks a certain way that makes them a good person. I don't care how religious they may appear or show themselves to be. I don't care how nice a person may project themselves to be. You will know what a person truly has in their heart based off of how they speak, what they say, and what they do. Because what is in your heart is going to eventually spill out into your actions and what you are saying. You can only hide things for so long. And some people can't even hide it for long. If you guys knew how many situations where I was believing a person was this or was for me, out of nowhere, they end up speaking the bad stuff that they've done towards me, or they end up telling on themselves. That's happened so many times in my life. And so you have to look at things for what they are. I know we want to believe that everybody's good. I know we want to believe that everybody's in our corner and has our back, but use wisdom with the people that you have around you. Fast forward, if you are not aware, and the reason I'm telling this story is because I assume that everybody may not know the story. So if you know the story, then good. Anyway, fast forward, his brothers tried to sabotage him and got him sold and taken away to a whole nother land. And look how God steps in to his life, and those same people that did him dirty, the same family that did him dirty, guess who needs him now? Yeah, they thought that he was gone for good. They thought they took him out, or maybe they didn't think, who knows? Many people think different things, but they thought they got rid of him. And guess who needs him now? That same family. Guess what? That dream still came to pass. Yes, they caused him to have to go through a lot more than maybe he may not have had to go through if he would have kept that to himself. Maybe he wouldn't have had to go through if he wouldn't have opened his mouth. Maybe he would have still went through some things, but maybe he wouldn't have had to go through something like that. But you know, the good that came from that is he got to see the hearts of those around him. The good that came from that is he got to see how people truly felt about him. But in the end, he could have held a grudge. He could have let them starve. He could have done whatever he wanted to do. But now he's in a position of power. Now he got He got the gold, okay? Now he is the top man. Now he is a boss making decisions for others, and they need him. So those people that have done you wrong, life may happen to where they have to come back. And the only way that they'll be able to get through where they are at that point in life is for them to humble themselves and come to you to get what they need to do. So if you're somebody who have went through something like that, if you're somebody who have been done wrong, been done dirty, had a good heart towards others, but they didn't have a good heart towards you, please do not give up. Please do not stop in your dreams. If you choose not to get in and vindicate yourself, trust and believe that life, the way life works, things are going to come back around. Things usually come back full circle. Okay, he ended up being so blessed. And now he was in control. Now he was able to make decisions. He could have easily locked them up after he's been locked up because of the path that they led him to. He could have easily done the same thing or even worse than what they did to him. But he chose to keep his heart right. He chose to love. It doesn't mean that he didn't hurt. It doesn't mean that he didn't go through. I'm sure being locked up, he probably thought about all the things he could have been doing, all the time maybe he feels like was wasted being in that season. While they're out living their life, they're with their family. And all he did was just say his dream. So you see how unfair that was? And again, what if all of that could have been avoided just by him being quiet? By him not allowing them to know this dream and have that power over him, because the jealousy and envy in their heart was too great for them to just allow things to be things. How unfair does it sound for somebody to have to go through all of that just because they had a dream of them being in a high place and the people around them could not handle that? But the things that he went through helped to prepare him and lead him to where he was going to be to walk out that dream. All right, you guys, so I'm about to wrap up this video. I just wanted you to be aware of protecting your dreams. Everyone is not going to be happy for you. Even those that you may expect to be happy for you. Continue to work towards what you want to do. Continue to work towards what you know is for you. And don't allow people to stop you. Navigate this life wisely. You don't owe all your friends an explanation to what you're doing and how you're doing it. You don't have to give them any details about your life. It's okay if you wait until it's time to pop out with everything, to show everything. Everybody does not need to know what you're doing, what you're working on. If they are not helping you to contribute anything to it, what is the point in sharing with them? It's not worth it to brag just for them to hate on and try to stop what you're working toward. Move in silence. That is one of the greatest lessons I have learned in life, is to move in silence. When you're moving in silence, nobody knows what you're doing. They just have to see it when it's out there, when things have popped off, okay? So do your best to keep to yourself what you need to keep to yourself. Do your best to not feel the need to overshare, because again, back to Joseph, I'm sure he didn't think that all of this would come because of what he has done. And me personally, yes, I have overcome, but there are some things that I know now, if I would have kept my mouth shut, if I did not share these things, I wouldn't have gone through some of the things that I went through. I wouldn't have had to go through a harder process. I wouldn't have had to go through times of feeling humiliated, go through times of feeling embarrassed, because if I would have kept my mouth shut and allow life to work itself out and things to happen and the timing, I wouldn't have had to walk through that. So that is all that I have to share for this video, you guys. If you have overshared or things have happened in your life from sharing, just use the lessons learned from those situations and continue to move forward. It is the past. The past is the past. So all you can do is move forward with your life and move in silence and move with wisdom as you continue on the path of your life. And forget them people, okay? Forget all that. That's the past. Forgive them, move on, and Get to your blessings. Get to your dreams, okay? Walk out your dreams. Protect your dreams. You want to be able to enjoy your dreams on the journey and as you get there. You don't want to get there and feel regretful for all the things you had to go through to get there. And life is life, so we don't always know the different obstacles and things that will come up. But if you can avoid causing extra things, if you can avoid causing extra headaches and extra trials and tribulations in your life, I would recommend doing that. So I hope you guys have a great day. I thank you so much for watching this video. Bye.